Okay, howdy, my name is Daxio, and this is Plugged In News, and in today's pin update, we have Taliban in U.S. military gear mocks iconic World War II photo of Marines raising the flag on Iwo Jima. And for the second story, we have more hurricane news. Hurricane Grace slams into Mexico's Gulf Coast, strengthens to a Category 3 storm. Let's get right into that. All right, and for the first story today, this comes from Breitbart.com by Wendell Husbo, and it is Taliban in U.S. military gear mocks iconic World War II photo of Marines raising the flag on Iwo Jima. And I believe the picture should be in the thumbnail, and as well, I'll put it right here. And it goes on to read, an elite Taliban unit released propaganda images this week, including one mocking the iconic World War II photos of U.S. Marines raising the flag on Iwo Jima. In the propaganda image, the Taliban fighters are shown raising their flag while wearing what appears to be U.S. and U.S. ally-made military gear. The Taliban's Badri 313 battalion released a collection of propaganda footage in the past week, the Daily Mail reported on Sunday. Among the collection was the recreation of famed 1945 World War II picture of soldiers raising the American flag during the Battle of Iwo Jima. The use of memes has been increased recently among the Taliban as they attempt to inflict injury and insult upon Biden's failed evacuation of between 10,000 and 40,000 American citizens. Since the collapse, only 2,500 have been evacuated. Kabul is and has been in the Taliban's hands since Sunday. I can't read. Fox News reported the Taliban in the meme are carrying U.S. and U.S. ally-made weapons. And this meme, I'll post it right here so you guys can see that. And it's just them eating ice cream. And the Badri 313 special unit differs from typical Taliban fighters as they are made to look more like U.S. soldiers with camouflage combat boots and body armor. They also carry M4 carbines and drive armored Humvees, the Sinclair Broadcasting Group reported. The U.S. gave Afghan forces an estimated $28 billion in weaponry between 2001 and 2017, but now everything that hasn't been destroyed is the Taliban's now, a U.S. official who spoke on the condition of anonymity told Reuters. From 2003 to 2019, the American taxpayer sent the following to Afghanistan: 75,000 vehicles, nearly 600,000 weapons, 160,000 pieces of communications equipment, 208 aircraft, 6,000 pieces of intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance equipment, 7,000 machine guns, 4,000 Humvees, 20,000 hand grenades, 2.5K bombs, and 1.3K grenade launchers. And meanwhile, in the U.S. Embassy in Kabul on Saturday is warning Americans to avoid the Kabul airport because of security threats outside the gates, where reports have surfaced that Taliban are confiscating U.S. passports and physically harming Americans. Go back to your home or I will shoot you, a Taliban fighter told one man, according to a person who witnessed the encounter. Because of the potential security threats outside the gates of the Kabul airport, the embassy alerted on their website, "We're advising U.S. citizens to avoid traveling to the airport and to avoid airport gates at the time unless you receive individual instructions from a U.S. government representative to do so." And there's another story that I was reading on Breitbart where an Afghan U.S. citizen tried leaving and they took his passport from him, and then a Marine snatched it back from the Taliban and basically told him, "Screw off," like he's leaving. So yeah, crazy stuff going down in Afghanistan. I hope everyone can get out of there safe and it just gets better, but it keeps getting worse, man. It sucks. All right, and for the last story today, this comes from One American News Network, and this is by their newsroom. And this is another hurricane story. Hurricane Grace strengthens to Category 3 storm, slams Mexico's Gulf Coast. And a little shorter story to get today, but there wasn't that much news. So Hurricane Grace has strengthened to a Category 3 storm as it slammed into Mexico's Gulf Coast. The National Hurricane Center warned of a dangerous storm surge on Saturday as strong winds and heavy rain blew through the Mexican state of Veracruz. Reports said Hurricane Grace's center swelled to around 45 miles wide and carried sustained winds of more than 110 miles per hour. So this is going to be a lot like the one, at least like speed-wise, it's going to be a lot like the one that's going to be hitting New England. Mexican President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador urged residents to stay inside and to get to high ground over fears that torrential rain could cause major flooding in the region. I asked people of the regions of Veracruz, Puebla, and San Luis Potasi and Hidalgo to seek refuge in high places with relatives and shelter that are being set up, Lopez said on Twitter. Yeah, and that's the end of the story right there. Another hurricane. If you did enjoy today's video, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub down below, drop a comment, let me know how I'm doing, let me know what I can do to improve, and thanks for staying plugged in. Peace out, boys.